Scottish Government have supported the development of grassroots rugby for the past 5 years, with rugby set to receive further support.
Well, it's a very positive relationship between the Scottish Government and the SRU, and that's led to some really exciting initiatives, whether that's the cashback, investment in pitches and facilities, the growth of the schools of rugby, which are doing really, really well, and expanding, getting kids from non-rugby areas where rugby hasn't been a tradition, playing the sport. All of this is really great and comes out of a very strong partnership between the Scottish Government and the SRU.
The young people who have never experienced, many of them have never experienced rugby before, very quickly latch on to rugby. And I think that's because of the way it's delivered, because of the values that we try to deliver through the rugby, using rugby as a vehicle, the etiquette that we try to embed within the rugby delivery as well. So there are very clear parameters, and it's clarified to young people the benefits that they will get from rugby, socially, physically, emotionally, and I think they buy into it because we're working in partnership with the SRU, and you have SRU coaches there, they can also see good role models who they themselves have been through that, and it's really quite interesting. The youngsters very quickly get attached to the coaches.
Rugby is one of our key national sports, huge following, great number of kids playing rugby, boys and girls. It's a sport that's on the up, real growth in numbers, and I'm very keen to make sure that we use the Commonwealth Games next year to continue to build that following and the growth in the following of rugby sevens, particularly as part of the legacy from the Games next year.
Also, the impact in the school is that the School of Rugby programme is now embedded in our curriculum and is a valued part of our curriculum for the youngsters that take part in it. In terms of the whole school, again, the impact, the participants in the School of Rugby and the achievements that they have within the School of Rugby are celebrated at many of our celebrations of achievements and award ceremonies. And I recognise, a head teacher in the school that I'm in, as in any other school, that attainment is important, but achievement is as important, and for our young people it's certainly important. We've also, from having a school where there was no rugby at all, we now have rugby in 3 of the year groups, the 3 year groups that have been involved in the School of Rugby. These youngsters are male and female, which was another reason that I was happy to get involved in the rugby. Many of these youngsters are now joining Dumfries Saints, and they're there as players or ball boys. So there's been a huge impact in the school, and more importantly, there's been a huge impact in the young participants who've been given the opportunity, some of them having life-changing experiences, given the opportunity to develop their personal skills and their skills for life and work.